That's the way learning should be, not,
Hey, you have to sit in a class for 16 weeks and prove that you learned something by like sitting there and listening for a certain amount of time.
no, you should have to prove that you know the skill. And once you know the skill, then you can move on. Like, that's the way it should work. Both schools are very inexpensive. Presque Isle charges $1,400 for 8 weeks, and Governor's costs $3,700 for 6 months. So technically, Governor's is cheaper per week because you basically buy in bulk. But if you only need like 1 or 2 classes through the school, or you think you can do them super, super fast, then technically Presque Isle is going to end up being a little bit cheaper. Between the two, Presque Isle seems to be a little bit more alternative CLEP the SST Sophia Straighterline credit friendly. Western Governor's process is a little bit more on a case-by-case basis, where they don't share their equivalency so much online, and you have to submit your transcripts to them, and then they'll let you know what they accept. So it's a little bit more mysterious and a little bit riskier, but they are still going to accept a lot of that kind of credit. The other big benefit for Presque Isle is that they have one of the single most hackable degrees that I have ever seen. I mean, sure, you still have to do the 30 credit residency requirement of courses through their school, but like everything else can be tested out of so easily. There's so much flexibility, so much choice in what credit you want to apply where. And if you're trying to knock out 30 credits, I was talking to the dean of that program, and she said that some students will knock out 15 credits in an 8-week term, which means you're only paying for 2 terms, which means that your overall price is coming in somewhere around like $5,000 or $6,000 for a degree. Governor's, on the other hand, has a very rigid system and very specific courses they want you to take. With them, it's basically their way or the highway, but their way is really good. If you went at an average college student pace, you'd graduate from Western Governors in about 3 years for around $22,000. But with a little bit of effort, some alternative credit, and, some work ethic, you could pretty easily cut that down to like $9,000 in 1 year. It's just going to be a lot harder to know exactly which alternative credits are going to come in as which courses. The other big plus for Western Governors is that they graduate 47% of their students, and from all I've seen, they have a pretty hands-on advising process.